Nvidia updates their ancient Windows XP looking app. Valve makes everybody jealous with the Steam Deck OLED White, and goodbye RTX 40 series. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're gonna be going over the hottest tech news I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast this Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. We're gonna start off today talking about the public launch of the Nvidia app. This is the all-in-one combination between GeForce Experience and Control Panel, which was still using Windows XP graphics for some reason. They just never updated it. It's been in beta for a little while, but now the unification is finally here and ready for the public. It allows you to have all of the things that you could get from either app put together for the most part. There's a few things that are still missing that might come out in later updates, but you can change your settings as well as adjust various different things that are going on with your things that you used to do GeForce Experience with. But the big thing that's changed, and one of the reasons why I am actually excited about this, is that they got rid of the requirement for you to have to log into your Nvidia account in order to use it. GeForce Experience required that, but this new Nvidia app does not require that whatsoever. So you can get all of the feature set that GeForce Experience had, you still get Control Panel fused into one, and you don't have to suffer with giving Nvidia your data. It's a change that I wasn't expecting that they would ever make. GeForce Experience requiring logins was a big point of controversy and tension back when that rolled out, and so the fact that they undid it and made it more feature-packed is props to Nvidia. Good news there. I mean, they're doing wrong in other sections, like with GeForce Now, requiring people to only have 100 hours max, even if they're paying them $20 a month. Don't agree with that, but with this whole new Nvidia app, way to go. And way to go over to our sponsor for today's episode of Hot News. Do you ever need to charge things at your desk? What am I saying? Of course you do. That's where today's sponsor Basis comes in with their Nomos 5-in-1 140 watt Qi 2 retractable desktop charger, a world's first. The Nomos 5-in-1 is perfect for when you need to charge both wired and wirelessly. Simply pull, snap on, and power all. Right here we have a 13-inch MacBook Air, an iPhone 15 Pro, AirPods, and an iPad Pro, and a smart ring. With the iPhone charging on the Qi 2 certified 15-watt wireless fast charging stand with the telescopic mechanism to accommodate larger phones, the three remaining USB-C slots and one USB-A slots are free to charge whatever you need. Then, when you're done charging, simply retract the cable so your desktop is clear of tangles and clutter. Pairing the Nomos with Basis 100-watt retractable cables also makes for great setup. Now all your cables can simply be swept away when you don't need them. The baked-in 100-watt retractable cable can also extend up to 2.6 feet, so you have plenty of wiggle room to use your device while it charges, and the retraction is backed up with 10,000 plus pull tests. The Nomos 5-in-1 also features a digital display and smart power allocation, so you can see how your devices are charging in either a simple or detailed format. This thing is even small enough to be a great travel companion. Instead of needing multiple outlets for your entire mobile workstation, you can just plug everything into the Nomos and be ready to go, plus the retracting cable saves you the extra hassle while you're out and about. If you happen to also travel with a work and personal laptop, the 140 watts this desktop charger delivers is enough to charge both simultaneously. Here we have the Nomos powering a 13-inch MacBook Air and a 14-inch MacBook Pro. Overall, the Basis Nomos 5-in-1 140 watt Qi 2 retractable desktop charger is a great choice for people who like a clean and tidy home setup, as well as those who like to stay efficient and organized while they travel. You can check out the Basis Nomos 5-in-1 for yourself via the link in the video description below. Huge thanks to Basis for sponsoring today's video. Well, you know, you could use that Basis Nomos charger to actually charge gaming handhelds, and we got more details coming out about the Ayaneo 3. This is one of the non-ROG, non-Legion Go Windows handhelds that is fairly competent. They do sell them at Best Buy, but it's only the worst versions at ridiculous prices. But nevertheless, it offers some competition in this space, and one of the things that they've announced is that you can either get in an LCD or OLED. It's going to have rear buttons, trigger locks, as well as having up to the AI9 HX370 or the Ryzen 7 8840U, so it appears that there's going to be options going on with the Ayaneo 3. You're not just going to be stuck with getting the highest performance Radeon 890M. There might be some sub levels that could potentially make it a little bit more affordable. Hopefully they can give you the lesser CPU with the OLED screen. That's what I would like to see. And I didn't know that I'd like to see this, but Valve announcing there's a new Steam Deck OLED that's hitting the town on Monday, November 18th. It's going to be a limited edition version of the white Steam Deck OLED. It's going to cost $679. It's going to be 1 terabyte, and it looks beautiful. I love the gray accents on the white shell that's going on here. I personally have no desire to pick this up. A white gaming handheld just screams dust and dirt and muck later on down the line, and so it looks gorgeous. I'm glad Valve is doing this. Kind of sad that it's not a performance update, but it looks nice. If you want to get it, it's going to be available. So, hey, it's there. And Reece is here to give you deals, save you money so that you can maybe afford an SD card for that Steam Deck.
Yo, welcome back to UFD Deals, bringing the hottest tech deals out on the internet. And jumping straight into it today, we have the Bose Quiet Comfort wireless noise cancelling over-ear headphones with only the limited edition Cypress Green colorway currently discounted at $199, making it $150 off. An absolutely great pickup if you don't mind the colorway, especially if you travel a lot. But then next up, we have a community submitted deal from Crackling Ice over on our Discord with the AMD Ryzen 7 5700X 3D, which comes as a combo with a 32GB DDR4 RAM kit for only $229, making it $20 off. And then lastly, keeping up with the blue team side of things, we have the Intel Core i9-12900KS going for only $239, making it $135.99 off. And hey, with that, the deals are done. You can find these and more linked in the video description down below. But until next time, I'll hand you off back to Brett for the rest of your hot news. Cheers.
Well, Reece, people who bought the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition on PC are getting a great deal from Rockstar because there's a new patch that came out that fixes a lot of the issues that people had with the Definitive Edition as it rolled out on PC. You can see in this PC Gamer article, they're basically joking that it's now almost as good as what you could get on your phone. But one of the big things that they've changed with this patch is they went back to the classic lighting and made it so that it looks more similar to what people remembered playing the game as when these games came out for the PlayStation 2 or whatever console they ended up launching on way back when. I've also seen some reports that they removed the name of one of the companies that worked on the port over to PC, potentially distancing themselves from that company because this was such a much maligned port that happened. The GTA Trilogy with Vice City, San Andreas, and I don't know, 3? Is it GTA 3? I'm not sure. It just did not get received well. However, it doesn't fix all of the issues, so there might be more patches coming out later on. But RTX 40 series, maybe not getting that much more later on because reports are coming out that Nvidia has halted production on basically all of the RTX 40 series GPUs. Now this means that they've likely stopped making them at TSMC, so the board partners aren't going to be getting more GPUs. However, anything that's been shipped probably still hasn't hit retail shelves, so it's not like we're not going to have stock for a little bit. It's probably just enough to make sure that they get through the holiday season. Nvidia probably forecasted it to make sure that everything's going well. Who knows if they forecasted enough with the crypto boom that's happening right now where people might be trying to do some GPU mining and they have to account for that. Who knows? But according to this report, it's not all of the RTX 40 series GPUs that has been kiboshed. It's actually the AD107 is the sole remaining RTX 40 series GPU that's still getting produced. Everything else is halting production and supply. In case you're asking what's an AD107 GPU, that applies to the RTX 4060 as well as RTX 4050 as well as various other GPUs. It's essentially mobile and desktop versions of some of the lower end GPUs that Nvidia offers, but this is in anticipation of the upcoming RTX 50 series launch, which is supposed to allegedly be happening sometime at CES. Jensen's doing a keynote. That's when we're expecting the announcement to happen. There was that rumor that came out that we might be expecting the RTX 50 series soon. If that happens, we'll keep you updated. Maybe it's before the end of the year. That'd be nice, but I'm not holding my breath on that. I'm mostly expecting that to happen at the beginning of next year. And what I'm also expecting to happen is you guys leaving your comments down below. Let's go ahead and see what you said in yesterday's episode of Hot News. Over on YouTube, we got Kusu saying, your audience is pretty diverse to the point that I am having dinner, which thankfully multiple of you corrected and said that it's breakfast. There's always breakfast in any side of the world because I don't say breakfast. You're not having breakfast when you're watching this. You're having breakfast. Whatever meal you're consuming, even if it's just the air that's being imbibed into your lungs and potentially reaching your stomach a little bit, that's breakfast while you're watching Hot News. That's how it works here. And then Wow Go Diamond saying, I ordered my Ryzen 7 9800X 3D on Amazon on the 8th. Expected delivery date is January 13th. That's rough, my friend. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't have any news or updates on my back order 9800X 3Ds that I picked up from B&H, so kind of in the same boat. Hopefully not until January. And then Hail Eris saying, just wanted to drop a little appreciation for covering Apple on Hot News. I know you catch some heat for it, but props for continuing to talk about all things tech. One daily Mac user and casual PC gamer to another. I see you. Thank you so much. Hot News is basically my outlet to consume tech news that I care about and then filter it out to yins. And if you don't enjoy the news, I'm sorry, this is kind of what's interesting to me. I'm fully, deeply, I kind of dove into the Apple ecosystem intentionally. I'm very much enjoying it. I still have everything else. I still have an Android phone that I use on the regular. I'm still using a gaming PC. I still have consoles that I'm using. I kind of like to be multiversed in everything that I'm trying to do. I game on my Steam Deck as well. I also game on my Apple Vision Pro using Steam in-home streaming, and then I play my PC games in a giant like 200-inch screen right in front of me. It's magnificent. So I like to make sure that I'm well-rounded, talking about everything. I appreciate that you appreciate it as well. And then we got, I don't know how to say your name. I gave Intel a shot with the Core Ultra, using a 7 for now until a 9 becomes available. It's a powerhouse for my needs, but I will say that there is a lot of instability. Every BIOS update that comes to my board, Asus Maximus Extreme, dang dude, has significantly reduced instability, and I hope I didn't make a horrible mistake giving them another chance. Went through 3 14900Ks. My goodness, friend. I hope the best for your Ultra 7. It does seem like they're fixing things. Obviously, they're coming out and saying that there should be a patch that upgrades gaming performance later on. If that does come to pass, that's going to be great news for you. I really hope that Intel does figure things out. I don't want AMD to be the only one competing in this market. I want to see competition going on. Obviously, there's talk of Nvidia getting involved with their ARM chip next year. That's competition as well. Apple, as much as people might not like it, does appear like they're taking gaming at least more seriously than they used to. And so as they're developing all of these things, there might be more competition that's not just Intel and AMD, which I'm also thankful for. And I'm thankful for you guys watching Hot News. If you didn't, who am I talking to? I don't know. But I'll be back here with more of the hottest tech news tomorrow, as long as my wife doesn't have the baby.